Merry Crackmas, y'all, and welcome to episode 75 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside the 5-star man with the 10-finger plan, Devin Stanford. How you doing, baby?
Doing good. But what in the Hallmark HD TV fucking covers of those legendary Christmas songs were we listening to?
Like, honestly, I worked at Old Navy for like 3 months way back in the fucking day, just like as like a fucking like inventory guy. And it was the year that the Miley Cyrus like Last Christmas cover came out, and we had to listen to that like every single fucking day. And I would listen to that a million times more than that one we just played for us. Splash screen. it was so bad, dog. At least Miley's had character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least she had gusto. You know what I mean? Yeah. Devin, you did a gameplay stream last night.
Yeah.
And after our splash damage, you continued on with Halo. How did that go after me and Garrick dipped out?
It went great. I played some multiplayer with Xander before he hopped off. We had some good rounds, and then when he hopped off, chat wanted me to keep going, so we did some campaign for a bit until Hood Ramsey joined up, and then we went back into some multiplayer until his GPU decided to crash again.
Oh, fucking course, dude. God damn, man. That poor dude. He's been going through it as far as the computer stuff is concerned. Him and
his
Xander.
new GPU, I think he has a new one arriving today. Actually,
okay, good.
So good thing to look into. Actually, it's affordable right now. They're the RTX 1660s. They're kind of on par with the 2060s. Yeah,
how much?
And they're 6 gigabyte cards. I think it was like, I wanted to say it was like $380. Is what he found.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. That's what he ended up getting, since everything else is crazy expensive.
I'm gonna have to fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to fuck around. What's that? What's your cup look like? A bar cup? Like one of those like Is it? Yeah. Oh no, never mind. It was just the contrast of it at first. I thought it was like one of those red cups that you can get from like Izzy's. You know what I mean? Like the red like pizza place cups. You know what I'm talking about?
It is black, and it has a red liquid. It is black.
Yeah, see, Garrick knows what I've talked about in the chat there. Brown, red, frosted glass cup. Yeah,
it does kind of look like that a little bit. Yeah,
for a brief second, I think it was mainly just the blur, the blur on your thing just made it look like it was one of those frosted cups. Xander dropping our Patreon.
Yeah, Xander dropping Patreon.
We love you, Xander.
You can find us at patreon.com/Good Kraken Show.
Xander's so good at being a passive mod for us in like every way, shape, and form. Like, we love you, Xander. We love you so
Garrick
much.
Out here smells like eggs for no reason.
You know what doesn't smell like eggs, though, Devin? Us. Because today we're talking The Last of Us series potential. Rest in peace, Cowboy Bebop, the 2021 Game Awards rundown, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/GoodKrakenShow, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the 7 seas. Yarg. However, if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. Oh, God, I love doing this, man. This is a fucking good show. You know what I'm saying? If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you watching or listening at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
Devin! Oh no! We have some captain's orders, my friend. First off, we are bringing back, formally, OceanShrine Story Time. With yours fucking truly. What this is, though, this is a piece of content where every other Wednesday night, me and Devin rotate gameplay streams. going forward. We're trying to figure out a name for Devin's thing still, but once we get there, it's going to be lit. It's going to be litty titties. It's going to be tight. But first... Oh, there you go. You're good. You're good. There you go. You're good. You're good. But first off, we need your help to figure out what exactly you guys are wanting me to come back with OceanShrine Story Time with. So 3 options. We can either do starting off where we left off with Uncharted 2 and just making our way through the rest of the Uncharted series. We have Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a game I never actually finished. Or 3, Plague Story, which also never finished. And I'm willing to restart that one because I only played it for a couple of hours, but I need to get through the rest of that game before Requiem comes out next year. So I will be doing a poll on Twitter. It'll be lasting for as maximum amount of time that I can. That's like within reason. We want to hear from you guys and what you guys want me to come back for with that. And then we'll be doing things like that as we kind of go forward and do that. Because OceanShrine Story Time is a gameplay for stuff that is on my backlog that is narrative driven. While Devin takes care of the chaos and destruction and action, I'll be taking care of your stories.
I also play story games.
I know you do. I know.
Big shouts to Guardians of the Galaxy getting best narrative. Totally deserved.
Oh, Esco
totally
gave us hydrate. We gotta hydrate. Let's go.
Oh, all right, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Esco. We
Drink
appreciate it.
a lot
You're keeping us healthy. You're keeping us healthy.
How was that FaceTime with Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yeah, I heard he's just incredible for accountability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't wake up early for the gym, but I'm here now. Have a great stream. All right, we love you, Esco. Be good. Be good. Say hi to DJ for us. Say hi to DJ for us.
Yeah, please.
Next up, the rest of 2021 is going to be a little bit weird for us, okay? Please hang tight with us. We are going to be taking Christmas Eve and Christmas off. It's time for families. We're going to be hanging out for that. We're going to be hanging out with our families, taking care of ourselves. And we're sort of... What, Devin?
I said that I'll do Christmas Eve stream because I don't have anything going on Christmas Eve. I said that to you yesterday.
Healthy habits. Okay. When did you say that to me yesterday?
When you asked before the show.
I didn't. Did I ask? I didn't even ask about that before the show.
Or maybe it was the other day.
Might have been the
other day.
Day.
No, I don't have anything going on because my partner is working. And she's closing, so she doesn't even get off till like.
Well, if you guys at home want Devin to stream, let us know. Okay, just let us know if you want to do that. Esco, it was so great. We're not just friends; we're family. Like Vin Diesel would say, family. Christmas Eve is for us POC, sir. All right, Esco. I see you. Well, I mean, like I said, you guys let us know what you want us to do. Like, if you guys want them to do a stream on Christmas Eve,
you guys need. I'll be sitting right here playing video games, anyways. So.
Yeah, no. The thing is, though, is that like, here's the deal. Like, we're at a point now where like. We're content creators, and I'm just trying to make sure that we as a group are trying to give ourselves healthy habits here, because next year we're just going to be taking a week off Christmas. And so it's I'm just trying to find a good balance between what we can give to you guys at home, and, taking care of ourselves. And, that's most important. But like at the same time too, if Devin's not doing anything and he wants to hang out with you guys, that's more than welcome. I just want to make sure that Devin isn't smashing his fucking brains in the wall every day, because we both have day jobs, and I don't want us eventually just wanting to fucking drink ourselves into. I have that
day off at actual work, anyways, so I won't be smashing my brain in the wall.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we also have weekends. We still want to smash our brains against the fucking doorways, regardless. Anyways, please join our Discord. We are getting things taken care of on the Discord community side of things. Bring in your friends. Bring in your family. We're going to be way more active on Discord going forward. We have lots of new stuff going on there that our wonderful Xander himself has helped set up for us. Oh, yeah, we do need a Discord.
Oh, I got this.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you. I love you, baby. I love you. Thank you, Garrick. Yes. Bye, Esco. Be good. We love you. We love you, Esco. Be good. Join our Discord. Come into our Discord. We have links for it everywhere. I have links for it in our time tree, which you can find in the bio of all of our social media stuff. Go there. check that out. Come hang out with us. We're gonna be way more active on Discord. We're gonna be talking to you guys way more often. It just we had to kind of like have Discord be sort of like the final thing that we really implement in the start of us doing good Kraken. There we go. Got this Discord link from Esco. Look, thank you, Esco. We're working on a command on it right now. All right, guys, just be patient. Be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be patient. Thank you, Esco. We love you. We love you. Please join our Discord. We want to hang out with you guys. Devin, you done?
Yes.
You done with that? You done with that? If you don't,
I'm done with it right now. Check it out, fam.
you gonna put that up.
Welcome.
Discord. Let's go. Thank you guys for being so patient. Devin, let us move to the little waves, my friend.
Ooh, it's a little splashy. It's
Yeah,
kind
a
of
little
chilly water
splashy.
today.
Devin, what is Little Waves?
Little Waves is where we tell you guys about some news that weren't quite big enough for us to dive in depth on, but we still thought it was important enough to mention it. So starting off, Fortnite is officially moving to Unreal Engine 5. Now look here, I am no Fortnite enjoyer, advocate, player, whatever you want to call it, fan, but Unreal Engine 5 is fucking awesome. And the Matrix Awaken experience was great.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're both going to talk about it a little more in depth later, but like Unreal Engine's looking, for all intents and purposes, unreal. And so like now what I put in the notes here was, what exactly does this mean for Fortnite? Do you think like this is just the natural progression of games, or do you think Fortnite's got a big thing coming?
I think Fortnite's Fortnite, and it's going to stay looking like Fortnite. It's just going to look more polished and smoother.
No, sure. Yeah, that's more so what I'm asking is like, do you think this is just the natural progression of it being a game and new game tools are coming out, or do you think they have a direction that they're about to go into?
Well, think about it this way. It is Epic's flagship game right now. You know, Epic is the creator of Unreal Engine. This is a live service game. This game is going to be continuing on for a very long time. So it just makes sense that they would move it over to Unreal Engine 5 after Unreal Engine 5 got stable enough and easy enough to use, you know?
Sure. Right.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, I like, I don't know, like a part of me has a gut feeling that Fortnite knows that they're starting to go a little bit stagnant, and because of such, I think they might have something in their little bag of tricks that they might be going after. Like if this opens up access for them to do something way bigger than they've already done, like 2 fucking massive like online concerts they've done already, like who knows what the next step is? What is the next step for Fortnite? You know what I'm saying?
Uncanny Valley with like actual rendered models of almost real looking people on Fortnite.
Porn, you mean? Yeah. That probably is the next step for Fortnite. Garrett
14
says,
days of porn.
Garrett says 14 days of porn. Garrett says it's interesting that they are transitioning the current game to the new engine without releasing as a sequel. I mean, like they're
doing it as a new season.
Yeah, it's a new season. They just ended the new season, and so it's like it's strange because remember when they ended the first season, there was that like 4-day like black hole that they did. Like people couldn't play the game. They shut everything down for like 2 days. They're like, just hold the fuck on. You don't need Fortnite right now. Just hold tight, y'all. And then when the release happened, it's like the black hole. They do a lot of really fucking cool things. And
Watch
like,
it have like a Matrix like theme to it.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Especially since they just did the Matrix experience too.
Yeah.
With Unreal Engine 5. So
the
movie's coming out. When does the season come out? Did they announce?
I don't remember that. I don't ever really. That's probably a good point. Here, let me take a look here. Fortnite season 3 release date. Release date's been delayed once again. Oh no, that's the season 3. That's season chapter 2, season 3. Oh, maybe That's weird. I don't know. I'll dig into it. If you guys find out, actually, one thing I was going to say too, in our
it chapter
Discord, if
3?
you guys are watching live and you're part of our Discord, you have a very special job. We have a thing in our Discord that is labeled as what did Xander name it? What did he name it? It was like you guys are idiots or some shit like that.
It's called
fact check. So there's a sub channel there called Fact Check. You guys can fact check us, keep us accountable. Put any facts that you guys need there in our Discord. You can and we'll be looking that over at the end of the show to make sure that we are all good and dandy. You know what I'm saying? Dandy Randy. Anyways, Devin, go and take it away.
Yeah, Venom 3 is already in the works. During an interview with Collider, the Spider-Man No Way Home producer confirmed that another Venom sequel is already in the works. Quote, "We are in the planning stages right now," she revealed, "but what we are focused on is getting everybody to come see No Way Home."
Garrick says Fortnite Chapter 3 officially went live on December 5th. Okay, so yeah, so this is gonna be the end of season 2 then, right? I think. At the end of this, I believe so.
Or season 1.
No, season 1's been done. Season 1's been done. I think they're moving into season 3 is kind of what they're doing. Anyways, cool. I mean, like Venom 3, that's dope. That's cool, I guess. I mean, like, it's honestly not even surprising knowing what we know now after Venom 2 and, you know, loosely like what we're about to experience next Friday night, Devin. Let's fucking go. Spider-Man is 1 week away.
I know.
It's 1 week away. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. Okay, so Garrick's saying they do seasons inside the chapters. I thought it was vice versa. I thought it was chapters inside the seasons. No. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, so chapter 3. Okay, so it went live. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, Garrick. Does this do anything for you?
No, I haven't even seen Venom 2 yet. So, no, not really.
No. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like it's cool to think about, especially with like the implication that like Venom's gonna be in No Way Home, like how they lined that up with the recent announcements that Tom Holland's going to continue being Spider-Man in the MCU.
Do you think Tom Holland's in this Venom movie?
I think Tom Holland's in this Venom movie. Yeah, I think he is.
You think it's gonna be a focused Venom movie with Tom Holland?
I think we're gonna get Venom 3 with Tom Holland Spider-Man and Jared Leto's Morbius.
I know we're getting Kraven. We have a cast for Kraven.
We do have a casting for Kraven, and I think those things are going to kind of start to merge into this more like expanded MCU Spider-Man universe, because that's kind of the thing we haven't really gotten very much of as far as Spider-Man in the MCU. Tom Holland Spider-Man in the MCU, he's kind of just been a piece of like a greater thing that's happening in the MCU. We haven't really gotten much of just like Spider-Man's universe. You know what I mean? Like, because even in Homecoming, Tony Stark was a massive part of that. In Far From Home, like we still got essence stuff of Nick Fury and like the greater things happening there with Mysterio and in the universe there. We haven't really gotten like much of a down to earth like Spider-Man, like fighting Spider-Man shit. And I mean, we're even with No Way Home, we're not about to, you know.
I'm about to get a little wild on you, actually. Now that I've sat here and thought
hit me,
about
baby.
it.
Get wild with me, baby.
All right.
What's up?
In a post-credit scene, we see a Necroblade, the Ebony Blade.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
And the way that it reacts looks very symbiotic. Now, on one's Oscar Isaac's Instagram, we see a set photo that says, "That's a wrap." In this set photo, we see Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
With Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke. We know that Blade is supposed to be appearing in Moon Knight in one way or another. We know that Blade has talked to the Dark Knight. What if everybody fights Venom together? No, kidding.
You want Venom to get jumped, is what you're telling me right now. You want Venom to get jumped.
Hell yeah! You know how strong Venom is? Spider-Man's gonna
he's
get
pretty strong.
fucked up.
He's pretty strong. I mean, I feel like Tom Holland Spider-Man could take him. I feel like he could take him. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I think Tom Holland's gonna be scared of him.
Fucking for sure. But
Yeah.
he'll take him eventually. He'll take him. I digress though.
Yeah. I don't know. Since it's gonna if it is Tom Holland involved, it means it's MCU involved, which means it's Kevin Feige involved.
Yeah.
It should be good if that's the case.
It will be.
Should.
It will be. I mean, with the things that are going now. But like I said, I digress.
Yep. Segue from Ebony Blade. Marvel's Eternals gets January Disney Plus streaming date. Begin streaming on Disney Plus in the new IMAX Enhance format January 12th. And welcome, Surreal.
Hello, Surreal. Hello.
But yeah, hype. I'm ready to see Eternals again. It's about a month away.
I'm ready to see this in the 4K IMAX Enhanced format of my 4K TV. I'm fucking stoked for that.
Yeah.
And you guys can flex counter me on that in the chat. I don't give a fuck because that
dude, I'm right there with you. I got 120 hertz 4K TV. Let's go.
give us both the flex counter. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for it. I mean, like, if there's one thing Eternals did, it was look fucking beautiful. That's what that movie did. It looked real nice. I guess Surreal is here to flip me off again. That's okay, Surreal. I'm here for it. I'm here for all your flipping off needs. You know,
I fully back you in this Surreal.
Of course.
You have my full support.
At least Esco supports me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Esco can be on your team. Surreal can be on my team.
Okay. Gang.
Yeah,
Let's
fuck
go.
you right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's fair. Yeah, dude, this is cool. January 12th. Like, I mean, the thing is too is that like Disney Plus is getting more privy to rolling out this stuff like at that 45-day like lineup. Like, I'm assuming that they plan on just doing that from now on, right? Like that's just gonna be their plan for all their Disney content going forward. Fuck yeah, dude.
Except for Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get into details. Those are the anti.
But she hates me.
Esco is my sister. She's on my side. Well, I mean, like, that's fair, but like, Esco can probably.
No, you and Esco can be on the same side of each other, but yeah. Anyways, PlayStation acquires its 5th studio this year. Valkyrie Entertainment's portfolio consists of assisting in development of games such as Halo Infinite, Forza Motorsport 7, God of War 2018, and more. More recently, in September, the studio announced it is helping Sony Santa Monica with the development of God of War Ragnarok, which is slated for 2022 release. You know what's really funny? There was a lot of PlayStation weebs talking shit because 343 had a studio that was helping them work on Halo Infinite. And now that same studio is working on God of War Ragnarok. And you do not see the conversation of all the, it's not going to be a good game because they have to get assistance from another studio conversation, even though that's exactly what happened around Halo. You want to know why? Because a good portion of Sony fans are toxic as hell, and they just want Microsoft.
I don't want to fucking hear that. I don't want to fucking hear that. We're not going to do the whole like console wars.
I just
bullshit.
think it's funny.
Here's the deal. It's not funny, and here's why. Because like that is very much just the vocal minority of fucking morons that we have in the games industry. The thing that this falls down to is one. This is not surprising. Valkyrie helped the development of God of War. Like this is already talked about with Eric Williams, I think his name is, that is taking over direction for the God of War franchise, so that Cory Barlog can focus more on like the back end of things. Yeah, surreal toxic question. Yeah, I know. What's toxicity in gaming? That's wild. I
know.
It's just like that side of things is like cool. This is not surprising. Lots of developers do this. Lots of studios do this. They partner up with other studios. They need help because developing video games is fucking hard to do. The last thing I want to fucking entertain are these absolute fucking dickheads that are out here trying to act like they understand how the game industry functions and become the vocal majority or vocal minority of people that are just spewing horse shit because they're
Mhm.
unhappy with some concept of the fucking games industry, and they're just trying to spew bullshit out in retaliation of it. It's absurd. It's absurd, which is why like I don't even like fucking entertaining that. Like people get lazy too. Yeah, no,
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
no,
You're
this
right,
was
Cyril. It's
purely
just
just a call out. It was more so in the hypocrisy of how those people, you know.
I mean, my point is that can be said on both sides,
Yeah,
right? It like gamers just
yeah.
kind of fucking suck, and we've talked about this a
Mhm,
million times before. It's just like it doesn't
mhm.
matter if it's Sony people have said this about Microsoft fucking Xbox kids are fucking doofuses too. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Like
Oh yeah.
there's just a massive majority of video game fans that just absolutely fucking suck as human beings, and we see it all the time in the replies to these people in the industry that we follow and have
Mhm.
connections to. Like the people in their replies are just the most diminishing, like self-righteous little fucks I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's exhausting. It's fucking
Yeah,
exhausting because that like
and on that note, when you see that stuff, reply to the OP and let them know that they're doing a great job.
yeah, period. Like we gotta start like like breaching this whole ordeal of
Mhm.
like video game fans just being complete fucking dickheads and just like we gotta start fighting this shit because there's too many people out there trying to pretend like they understand how fucking games are developed. We work in the fucking game industry now, doing content and doing what we do and covering video game news, and we haven't even scratched the surface on like how games are fucking developed. And you and I study this
Mhm.
shit all the fucking time. It's
Mhm.
like
We even know
average
some developers, and we still don't know shit.
average fucking Joe in some face group called like fuck PlayStation or some bullshit like that has no fucking clue what he's talking about. So I don't even like entertaining those guys. Like they're
Mhm.
idiots. They're fucking morons. And yes, surreal, we do suck. We do suck. We're really bad. I honestly don't even know why people watch this content. Anyways, ladies, gentlemen, Benson and ladies, we are moving away from Little Waves and we're gonna move to where, Devin?
The hell.
The Helm. Let's go.
Um,
Guys, the
sorry.
Helm is our main news segment where we talk about some major news that has happened the past few days since our last episode. And first off, we have The Last of Us HBO show casts Perfect Grump Bill with Grump Nick Offerman. This comes from Isaiah Colbert at Kotaku, and it reads like this. Nick Offerman, actor, woodsman, and grower of immaculate beards, has officially been cast as Bill in HBO's upcoming adaptation of The Last of Us. Offerman, I pronounce like Offerman. Casting as Bill comes due to the Chernobyl actor Con O'Neill bowing out of the role because of scheduling conflicts, according to Variety. But when a door closes, a window opens, and now it's hard to imagine the role of Naughty Dog zombie apocalypse curmudgeon not being portrayed by Offerman. Offerman is most famous for playing Ron Swanson in NBC's mockumentary sitcom Parks and Recreation, a role which serves as the perfect audition tape for Bill. Offerman's dry humor and imposing demeanor throughout the Emmy-nominated show's 7 seasons makes his casting as Joel's begrudging zombie apocalypse buddy feel like a no-brainer. Plus, it doesn't hurt that the actor is a real life craftsman, albeit of the woodworking sort, probably not constructing the kinds of brutal mechanical booby traps with which Bill surrounds himself in The Last of Us. Murray Bartlett, the actor who will be playing Bill's lover Frank, seems to also share in the excitement of Offerman's casting. In an interview with The Guardian, the Chernobyl actor talked about his time filming the show in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and said that playing off Offerman, quote, was awesome, end quote. Seeing as how Frank is never seen alive in the game and is only mentioned through conversations and journal entries, which is a real fucking sad part of that game, Jesus Christ,
Mhm.
it will be great to see how the two interact with each other in the series. Offerman joins other Hollywood actors like The Mandalorian's Pedro Pascal and Game of Thrones' Bella Ramsey, who will portray Joel and Ellie. The HBO series, sorry, I did not enunciate that. The HBO series cast also includes some actors from the game. Merle Dandridge will reprise her role as Firefly Commander Marlene, and although actor Gabriel Luna will be portraying Joel's brother Tommy in the series. Jeffrey Pierce, who played Tommy in the game, has been recast as a new character called Perry. The HBO series is being written and executive produced by Chernobyl writer Craig Mazin and The Last of Us director Neil Druckmann. Broadly speaking, the series seems like an adaptation of the events of the first game, though writer Mazin promises that the series will not be a, quote, beat-for-beat retelling of the game, end quote, according to GameSpot. Ooh, Devin,
Yeah,
I am so fucking hype on this show, my dude. It looks like surreal. Loved The Last of Us just as much as we did. I
I
surreal. Did
cried
you
in the
did you
first 15 minutes of that game.
Oh, dog, the entire opening scene. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Surreal, did you play The Last of Us 2? That's like one of my all-time favorite fucking games. I want to know if you liked it or not. I ball open mouth sobbing to fucking Last of Us and Last of Us 2 so many times. Like, god damn it. Devin, is this hitting the gas for you? Are you stoked on Nick Offerman?
Absolutely. Nick Offerman. It's a perfect choice. Perfect.
I mean,
because I mean that character
vibes.
had a little bit of like comedy around him until he didn't, obviously. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Anyways, in the game.
Sure.
You know, just a little quirky. Offerman's gonna do a good job. He's gonna do a real good job. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like, it's cool because like we're starting to get into the realm here where it's like at first, like, the worry we had was like, okay, so is this Last of Us show gonna be like some bunk ass, like trash ass, like B movie level sort of shit, or is it gonna like pop off? And now we're getting to a point here where, as they've rolled out the casting, Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, now Nick Offerman, and they're even bringing back some of the voice actors from the games themselves. Like, this casting is dope. Like, there's a really good chance that this show could blow us out of the fucking water in a way that we didn't even fucking expect, and I'm so here for it.
Or it could be like our next news story. We don't have to transition yet, but
sure.
Like, you always have to err on the side of caution with things like this, especially when it's an adaptation of a piece of content, right?
Right.
You know, like, we can be hype, but we do have to still err on the side of caution.
Sure.
You know, because like even HBO can fuck up.
I mean,
you know,
can they though?
They have.
I mean,
have
all their content they've had so far that was like from their studios has been pretty fucking good so far. I mean, Euphoria is good. Fucking Chernobyl was outstanding. I mean, Game of Thrones.
The end of Game of Thrones was fucking buku kaka.
That was one. Right? That was one season out of fucking a decade of episodes they were giving us, though. Like, sure.
I mean,
you're right.
As much as I love Boardwalk Empire too, like, that fell really flat near the end as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's you gotta err on the side of caution. It's not gonna be great just because it's like the MCU. It's not gonna be great just because it's the MCU. If they're entirely possible.
That's a fucking lie.
It's entirely possible to come out with another Thor Dark World, okay?
But here's the thing, though. Thor Dark World was still good. It was still good. It just wasn't the rest of the MCU good. You know what I mean? It's like, maybe not. I might be wrong. I might be like Thor Dark World was.
It wasn't even well received by anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that movie's in the 50s and 60s on Rotten Tomato.
I mean, Surreal has a point. I'd be more worried if it was Netflix. Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
well, absolutely. But same thing. Netflix has some freaking bangers, and Netflix has some sinkers. You know, same thing with HBO. They got some bangers, and they got some sinkers.
I feel like HBO has a better batting average, though. You know what I mean? It's like because HBO hasn't rolled out quite as much, they've fucked up less. Like,
that's true.
That's true. You know what I mean? Like, they're
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
but they've still fucked up.
Sure. We've all fucked up. You know what I mean? Just like us. We fuck up all the damn time. And just like Netflix. Because they fucked up. They fucked up buku bad, bro. Let's go, Devin. Hit him with it.
Buku kaka.
Boo-boo. They got the boo-boo. Devin.
I digress.
Break them the bad news.
Cowboy Bebop canceled at Netflix just after one season. This is coming from Matt Kim over at IGN. Netflix has canceled its live-action Cowboy Bebop series after just one season. The first and only season premiered on November 19th this year. It's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Netflix will not pick up the anime adaptation of the sci-fi western for another season. This is despite the cliffhanger ending at the end of the first season, which finally revealed the prominently missing character. Cowboy Bebop premiered to negative reviews, and despite achieving almost 74 million views in its debut, following weeks saw the show's viewership decline. Netflix has been more upfront in recent years about which shows it intends to renew and which shows it will be canceled. Netflix has also been more upfront about the viewership in the past year as well, which sheds light on how successful some shows are on the platform. Based on the classic anime, Cowboy Bebop starred John Cho, Mustafa Shakir, and Danielle Pineda as a trio of bounty hunters aboard the spaceship Bebop. The show, like the anime, mixed and matched different genres like noir, crime, slapstick, and more. But while the anime was considered a classic, reception of the live action series was far more tepid. But Netflix isn't done with the live action adaptations just yet. There are still several projects in the pipeline, including a live action One Piece, yuck, live action Yu Yu Hakusho, what's up, and a live action Gundam movie in the works. Let's go. Actually, so Surreal, I don't think Netflix has been whitewashing as much with this stuff as they have in the past. There is also the Netflix original oh my gosh, the Samurai. Why am I thinking it? Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, Rurouni Kenshin. There's like 4 movies and they're all fantastic. And it goes over the whole series.
There's 4?
Yeah. There's a
I only watched 2.
There's a prequel and there's a part 1, 2, and 3.
Fuck, that's why the final like had some stuff in there that I was like, when the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, here's the thing.
Prequel is the newest one, by the way. And
Sure,
and that's my favorite one. Because that's not even content that they actually cover in the anime either, which is really cool to see them do that. It's all the stories that they referred to throughout the anime. I have high hopes for the Gundam movie, honestly. I think they're gonna kill it. There's a Full Metal Alchemist live action movie as well. That's a Netflix original, and that's really good.
Here's the thing though, because Surreal also follows up by saying like, the whitewashing thing, like the thing is that like there's Netflix American adaptations and then there's Netflix Korean and Japanese adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's seeming that every time that there's an American adaptation of like an anime, it's just like 90% guaranteed to be ass. Like 90, like you have a way higher chance of just being an absolute fucking shit show if it's an American adaptation. Whereas the Asian ones, the Japanese or Korean adaptations that they've done of these have been extravagant. They're awesome pieces of content. And the thing is too, is that like most of them weren't even technically Netflix properties. They were just bought by Netflix to have on Netflix later after they were made. So it's like the production of Cowboy Bebop in this sense was a Netflix exclusive like production. And that just goes to show, like their work on this, their work on the Death Note adaptation. What in the fucking world, man? Like,
Here's one thing to say though. Death Note was whitewashed as hell. That's why it was really bad.
Very much so.
Cowboy Bebop was not whitewashed though.
Well, my I think what Surreal's getting at is not whitewash as like they're replacing the actors with white people. It's whitewash in the sense that it's Americanized.
Yeah.
And that's what fucks it.
Yeah. But the Cowboy Bebop like show in a sense has a very American feel to it. Even the anime does. Because of the way that it is designed.
Yeah.
So
the Death Note Surreal. I'm sorry. I had to bring it up.
We don't talk about Death Note. As much as I love the idea of Willem Dafoe being involved, that's the only decent thing about it. That's it. I mean, really, because he is the perfect voice for it. He is.
Yeah. I mean, but listen.
That's it.
I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let's be real here. The Cowboy Bebop new show, the new adaptation of it was just entirely too polarized. When it comes to something that's just going to be so torn like that, I think Netflix just has to make the decision that just like we can't invest into a second season when there's no guarantee that we'll make anything out of it. And so even though like a lot of people like yourself actually did kind of like it, I personally did not. I watched one episode. I was like, this is very much not for me.
I liked it a lot because it had a lot of the same feels from the anime for me. And I grew up watching the anime. I've watched it multiple times. I even rewatched it like 2 months before this aired. My cousins who loved Cowboy Bebop growing up as well, they watched it. They all liked it too. And I feel like people who are core fans of Cowboy Bebop, minus the complaints of Ed, you know, actually liked it. But people who didn't really know the flow of the show thought it was weird. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
opinions on it. One thing I do want to point out, there's an artist named Jen Bartel that I've known for fucking years. She's wonderful. Late last night, she posted up a Twitter thread, explaining sort of like some of the issues that she had overall of like the culture and like the political statements that the show has that that the original anime had that they failed to cover in this show, generally speaking. I'm going to make that required reading for all of you guys. It's at Jen Bartel. I have retweeted her thread onto my Twitter because it's a very interesting read. She makes some really, really good points. If you guys are looking for some very valid points for reasons why the show probably was so polarized, go check that out. I retweeted it last night, or quote tweeted it. You can find it on my Twitter, OceanShrine, at OceanShrine. Go check that out. It's a very interesting read. With that said, Devin, we got one last good juicy one here. Yeah, I'm fucking hype on this one, baby. Let's go. Open world Splinter Cell game reportedly in development at Ubisoft. This comes from Tanner Fox at Game Rant, and he says, initially released in 2002, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell wore its influences on its sleeve and offered up one of the most compelling, stealth-centric experiences of the sixth console generation. Unfortunately, Ubisoft's ex-marquee franchise has been sidelined since 2013's Blacklist, but recent rumors suggest that a new open-world Splinter Cell installment is currently in the works, and that it will borrow from the publisher's semi-controversial design philosophies. Per a tweet from the gaming journalist Tom Henderson, Ubisoft is in the early stages of developing the first mainline installment in the Splinter Cell series in 8 years. According to Henderson, the new game will feature an open-world environment and play like, quote, a more stealthy version of Assassin's Creed, end quote. Henderson also mentions that the forthcoming Splinter Cell game will borrow from Halo Infinite's approach to open-world gaming. There's no way to know definitively how Halo's new gameplay stylings may impact the early development stages of a game in an entirely different genre, but it can be assumed that, rather than touting it as a defining characteristic of the release a la Far Cry 6 or Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ubisoft will downplay the game's open-world aspects, and exploration won't be as integral to progression as it is in its other games. Oh, jeez, I almost rolled that off the tongue. With no official word from Ubisoft, it's difficult to parse speculation from parody. Ubisoft's penchant for shoehorning open-world gameplay mechanics into its recent releases is often mocked by the wider gaming community, but Henderson's history of reporting on Battlefield 2042 pre-release rumors adds authenticity to the claims being made. The concepts of stealth and open-world exploration may seem to be at odds, and Ubisoft's strategy for sandbox level design may seem played out. But that's not to say it can't work. Games like Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain and Ubisoft's own Assassin's Creed Odyssey married these two estranged ideas, and barring the more fantastical elements, comparisons to the Dishonored series may not be unwarranted. That said, gamers have a right to be skeptical about the future of the dormant series. With the status of previously announced VR games up in the air and rumors of various cancelled installments in the series still kicking about, the future of Splinter Cell seems to be anything but definite. While seeing Sam Fisher don his iconic trifocal goggles once again is a hallmark gaming moment long overdue, fans may have to wait a while longer before they receive any kind of concrete confirmation. Devin, let's fucking go.
I don't want an open world Splinter Cell game though. I want a narrative linear story game for Splinter Cell. I don't want a open world Splinter Cell game. I just don't.
Surreal's being so sassy in chat. I love it. we need people to keep us in check more often. You know what I'm saying?
I think I raised my eyebrows at Ernell. Don't worry, Surreal.
No worries. After seeing how open world sandbox can be implemented in Halo Infinite, I think this is a fucking tight idea, because essentially what Halo Infinite is showing us is you can have open world sandbox and be linear at the same time and have it still be really, really fucking fun. really, really fucking fun and a genuinely good game. What do you think
It
on that?
I just don't think it fits the stealth aspect of Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell. I
Okay.
I just don't. I don't want to see that either. Like I want it to be a focused linear story, like stealth wise. You know what I mean? Because like Metal Gear Solid is kind of technically a stealth game until it's not, because it gets very action focused, with like the mechs and
Sure.
everything and the ways
Sure.
that you can take them out and stuff like that. Um I mean, I'm interested to see how they're implemented. Uh Ubisoft hasn't really done a lot of innovation when it comes to their open world in quite a long time. The last three Assassin's Creed games have been the same. And before that, all the series in Assassin's Creed were pretty much the same except for the first one. Plus and minus a couple different features. All
Sure.
the Far Cry games are the same. The Ghost Recon games have been exactly the same. I don't need this to be another open world Ubisoft game. I need this to be a story driven narrative. That's the place that Sam Fisher sits and has sat, with the type of games that they've done in the past, and they've been really good and highly acclaimed. You know, I'm not saying they can't do it, but I don't think personally, I
Mhm.
don't think that's the right place for Sam Fisher.
Sure. I mean, like I have a good feeling that we've had enough games that have been that now for the past like decade since the last Splinter Cell has come out, that maybe there's
Mhm.
potential that they can learn from that. Um I mean, let's get real here. Like Ubisoft, sure. Like I don't necessarily blame you for having hesitancy to be like really
Mhm.
excited about this, especially when we don't really know anything about what it
Yeah.
actually looks like, what it actually could be. Like it could be open world on a very grand scale, but the gameplay could be still very small scale. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that they could give us there. And I mean, Sam Fisher just being back in general, Splinter Cell just being back in
Yeah.
general is
But they
fucking
got to
hype.
do it right. They got to do it right. And to me, the way this sounds, it just sounds like Watch Dogs with the Sam Fisher skin on it.
No, no,
That's what it
no,
sounds like to me.
no. You're wild, dog. This
No,
sounds
that I'm just
this
saying, when I hear Ubisoft open world Sam Fisher, this is going to be Watch Dogs with military skins.
nah. This comes off to me as the Division with stealth.
Yeah, I don't want that for I do not want that for this.
I mean,
This is
like
supposed
obviously,
to
like
be
take
you're
out the
supposed to be a
multiplayer, right?
spy, dude. You're supposed to be a
Yeah,
spy.
that's why
A
that's the stealth part.
division
That's the stealth part.
division with no.
It's the stealth part. Like it's like
No,
think
that
think of
sounds
think of it
terrible.
this way, right? So it's like the Division. Okay, you're Sam Fisher. You're traveling around
Mhm.
an open world sandbox, and then when you come to the location in which you have to perform the mission, the Division handles it in a way that is very different. Like sure, like Division, you're fighting everywhere, no matter where you go. But I can see a thing
Yeah.
where they do like Sam Fisher is moving to the place that he needs to do this mission, part of the quest. Because what I'm seeing in the concept of this open world thing is that it's going to be an open world
Mhm.
sandbox because Sam Fisher is stuck in France. Let's just say it's France for the sake of the argument, right? He's stuck in France and he has to do a bunch of collection of fucking missions in France alone. And so you're just traveling in France as Sam Fisher. So when you get to this big 16-story building that he has to do a mission in, it just turns on stealth mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can see
So
something like
Watch
that
Dogs.
happening.
So
No,
Watch Dogs. That's
no,
exactly
that's
what it
not what
sounds like.
Watch Dogs does not do. Oh God, man, you're killing me here. You're
That's
killing me.
exactly what it
We're
sounds
gonna
like.
move into hands-on tech.
It sounds exactly like Watch Dogs.
Oh, come on. No, you're being
No,
brash.
I
You're being
like
brash.
you say Ubisoft open world stealth. Oh, I'm gonna show up to this big building of missions at Watch Dogs.
But here's the thing though, is that like you're saying it's Watch Dogs, but like that's also Assassin's Creed for 9 games. That's also
And
the
I
Division 1 and 2. And
did I
it's
not say that though earlier? Because I
okay,
did.
but you're still having your mind wrapped around this being a bad thing. Assassin's Creed sold millions of fucking copies for an
Mhm.
entire series of fucking games for a reason. You know what I mean?
But
It's like
as every game lately has been around a hard 7 from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And the biggest complaint that we see in the industry right now and the community is how all of their games have been the same formula.
Mm-hmm.
So they're putting the same formula on another franchise that's been dormant, that has always been a linear story-driven game and highly regarded for its linear story-driven narrative.
Okay.
And essentially, they're just turning it into Watch Dogs. No, I'm not here for it. I'm just not.
So here's the thing, though, is like you're having the same fallacy argument that people had when Halo Infinite got announced that it was going to be an open world sandbox as well. Because when that got announced, everyone was like, so they're doing Destiny. And everyone was fucking worried about it. Everyone was worried about it.
The difference between this, though, Halo is not a stealth game. It is a chaotic first-person action-driven shooter, right?
Okay.
Sam Fisher is a stealth game. Essentially, all the features that they're talking about adding is already a game that they've been doing for the last decade, i.e. Watch Dogs.
I mean, what has Bungie done? But Destiny's been the same fucking thing for a decade too. Anyways, we're not gonna dive any more into it. Obviously, Devin is gonna be pessimistic about it. He has no hope. He has zero hope about Splinter Cell. I'm hopeful about it.
I'm saying I could be wrong, but everything that I hear just sounds like all their other projects. You know what I'm saying? The difference between them and 343 is 343 doesn't do open world games every single release. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They've done RTS and first person shooters. So them making Halo open world on traveling a whole ring is a completely different idea than him being stuck in the same city as some Watch Dogs motherfucker and doing the same shit, doing spy reports and going to buildings to do missions. Like, see, Billy in chat, he's with me on this.
God,
and man. I don't even play Destiny 2 anymore.
Y'all are fucking killing me, dude, because it's like it's the same argument for any other fucking game. It's the same argument for any other every game is the same goddamn game these days. Like, should we just start casting games out because the second it says that it's open
Ubisoft
world
game is the same? No. The main point of this is that Ubisoft has been kind of doing the same game for every game.
Yeah, because it works. Because it works. They sell fucking millions of copies every game because it works.
And I'm saying, me personally, I want to see something else. Think about it this way, Ernell. I did not get Far Cry 6.
Okay.
I haven't played any Watch Dogs games since Watch Dogs 1. The only franchise that they
that's okay.
Yeah, the only franchise that even piques my interest at all from Ubisoft has been Assassin's Creed, really, because at least their era and their location changes every story, every game.
Okay.
Watch Dogs has been the same. Ghost Recon has been the same. Everything it's just the same. And I want to see Ubisoft break out of their shell and do something different because I'm bored with how they've been doing their games. And that's me personally. So SOCOM wasn't done by Ubisoft, though. SOCOM was a Sony Studios game, wasn't it?
Well, I think one of the SOCOMs was a Ubisoft.
Okay. Yeah, I loved SOCOM. I played that back in the day. But, like, my mere complaints is I want to see them do something different, especially with the Splinter Cell series. I loved the Splinter Cell series growing up. I played all of those games. And I don't want to see that in an open world aspect and have it just be like every other game they release.
I mean, here's the thing too, is like okay, Billy's speaking generally. Okay, I got you, Billy. I got you. Here's the thing too, though, is that like we're gonna be taking up our entire hands on deck segment here. This is our hands on deck. Where it's us throwing hands. That's what it is. Here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. When I say that like the same argument can be made for any game, I mean that on a trail by trail basis, right? So it's like you say like there's no room for them to be able to do something that is open world and stealth, right? That's kind of your concern.
I'm not saying there's no room. I'm just really afraid of it just feeling like one of their other games, which has been the common theme with every other franchise that they've been doing.
Mhm.
And that's my concern, generally speaking. It sure, you could have this concern for any game, but my concern particularly from them is just it feeling like every other game that they release. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's like that's where my main argument is there. I mean, Ubisoft is going to do what Ubisoft wants to do, right? Like it's whatever.
Sure. Sure.
But if it ends up being an open world game that's like 6 or 7 like everything else, I'm probably not going to play it. I'm probably not. I like open world games more sense in when it's like a brand new thing, or in the sense of like fantasy RPG, i.e. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, whatever. But like I just don't see that space for Sam Fisher because it's not really a sci-fi property. It's a very like Tom Clancy, CQC cutthroat like
Like the
stealth
Division.
game. The Division is not like that at all. The Division is running around and shooting everything and blowing up everything. If it's close to any other franchise, it would be Metal Gear Solid, right?
Mhm.
But Metal Gear Solid is a sci-fi weird property. Splinter Cell is more grounded.
Yeah, I mean, Division One was the shit, Billy, and I
Yeah,
love
no,
Division Two. But regardless, though, like, yeah, did you just not like you just did not like Odyssey or
no,
Valhalla that much, or like do you feel like just
they're good games, but I'm saying that this ruins the whole Sam Fisher experience. Like it has always been a linear story driven game. I don't need to see it. It's gonna be Watch Dogs, dude. It's gonna be Watch Dogs with the military skin on it.
man, I
That's
can't.
that's what this sounds like.
Okay, here's the deal. To me, this sounds like God of War. This sounds like we're going from God of War's linear, like platforming slash puzzle solving action
Mhm.
shit to God of War's open world action shit. Like that's just what this sounds like to me.
I
And I
don't
think
think that at all.
I think I'm sure no, and I get your skepticism here. Like I understand. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around like because correct me if I'm wrong here. It sounds to me like you just don't think Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher, belongs in an open world story.
I don't think the stylized gameplay or it's coming from Ubisoft directly. It just sounds like it's going to feel like one of their other games, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. And I just I don't I'd be surprised to see this game be above a 7 or not, or I guarantee you everybody be like, yeah, this is cool and all, but it still feels like this game, and it feels like this game. You know what I mean? Like get it like I'm kind of bored with the Ubisoft formula. I just am.
I can't wait for you to eat your words, dog. Let's go.
Hey, if I eat my words, that'll be cool. But guess what? I'm probably not wrong.
I can't wait, dog. I can't wait. You know,
We've gotten the same shit for 15 years.
this is gonna be our next battle. This is gonna be our next battle. We're gonna
No, it's fine.
when the announcement is gonna be tight. It's gonna be a good
I'm
time.
saying I want this game to be good. I do not want it to be bad, and I'm being very skepticism because this is a dormant franchise that's coming back, and Sam Fisher needs its dues.
I love you.
This is no way going to be like fucking God of War, okay? What a bad comparison.
I've got a gut feeling, man. I think Ubisoft's gonna put their cards in because I think Ubisoft knows how fucking important Splinter Cell is. I think they know damn well how important Splinter Cell is, and they know that they can't fuck that up.
No, they don't.
Splinter Cell is on an ethereal level compared to every other game in their franchise. They're not gonna fuck up Splinter Cell. They know damn well that they can't fuck up Splinter Cell because then they will be just fucking eradicated from this planet. The only reason people support Ubisoft anymore is because they're hoping for a fucking Splinter Cell again.
I hope
really
it's good, but it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, Devin, give me one quick thing you played or watched. What do you got? What do you got this week?
I don't have anything to talk about play wise because I pretty much just done Halo and beat Guardians this week.
Okay.
But I've been watching a show on Crunchyroll called Noblesse. This is a webtoon digital comic that has been adapted into an anime, and my partner Sierra got me to watch it, and it's really cool. The main concept is there is a high noble that is called a noblesse. Um, yeah, Griff, I'm with you on that.
Continue.
Um,
Continue.
but so there is a high noble called a noblesse, and they have um crazy powers and different types of powers and stuff like that. They're almost kind of like a vampire, but not a vampire because they can be in daylight and stuff like that. Well, this guy awakens from his coffin after being, in slumber for 820 something years, and um, he has a guy who calls him master, and his name is Frankenstein. Frankenstein does whatever he wants,
Just
and
like
he's running a
Frankenstein. Yeah.
school. He's running a school. Now there's a evil corporation called the Union and everything that's trying to find these quote unquote nobles to harness their powers and genetically modify humans,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
the nobles are hiding in plain sight. Some of them look like kids, some of them are grown and stuff like that. And anyway, so this corporation has gotten a hold of some of the nobles and has altered themselves so they can turn into horrific versions of themselves and like monsters and stuff like that. Essentially they look like demons, and there's a lot of fighting and cool things, and there's this really funny concept. Since the high noble was asleep for almost 1,000 years, he's like learning about all the new foods and stuff like that. And there's this little thing where every time he loves ramen, and he freaks out about ramen because like when the
Yeah.
noodles absorb the broth and stuff like that, they get bigger.
Uh-huh.
He freaks out all the time, and they always do it in like little things, but he'll be like, my noodles are multiplying. He just says that all the time.
Listen,
But
I hate me a limp noodle. You know what I'm saying? I don't like me
yeah,
limp noodles.
yeah.
I need them just slightly al dente. You know what I mean? Or al
Hmm.
dente because ramen, so it's like whatever. But like I just get a little bit of bites. I don't like when they get limp either. So I don't blame them.
Hmm.
I don't blame them. You know, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a bad anime, and I'm coming off the heels of finishing My Hero and watching Demon Slayer again because it just came out, new episode tomorrow morning. What's up? Um, yeah, that's right. As adults, we have Sunday morning cartoons.
I know it goes from Saturday and moves over a day once you hit like
Yeah,
fucking 28. Everything just
yeah.
shifts one day. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been pretty good. I've kind of just been like going through Crunchyroll lately and trying new stuff, and I really like the show. The characters are good. It's got some typical anime moments, uh, hot anime boy. All the girls are obsessed with him. He's oblivious to it,
Sure,
in
sure,
school and stuff
sure.
like that. But it's not bad. It's got some really good action. I'm excited to dive more into it. I've watched like the first 6 episodes so far. And it's in dub and sub. So yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. So I'm gonna be the one to talk about the Matrix Awakens, um,
Mhm.
Unreal Engine 5 little like test demo thing.
Yeah.
Um, so I played it that night of Game Awards. I had downloaded it and did some stuff, and then late at night, about 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, I went in on it. And for its 10 minutes of lasting time, because this is a real fucking short experience. It was cool. It was dope. It's
Mm.
fucking gorgeous looking. It is goddamn beautiful, this fucking little demo thing. Showing us what Unreal Engine 5 is capable of going into this new generation of consoles and gaming and stuff. Like, oh boy, this shit looks good.
Yeah.
This shit look real fucking good. My thing is that like I just wish there was more to it because like there's they gave us it was such a hype ass 10 minutes. It's such a hype ass fucking 10 minutes of you just
Mhm.
shooting those agents and just like in this massive dope fucking like little car chase thing and you're gunning people. It's so fucking cool and it lasts like 6 minutes long. And I was like, just
Yeah.
give me
It
just another 15 minutes of this, please. Just another 15 minutes of this
mm.
badassery. I just want in my life, because I get it. It looks cool. It looks great. It's dope. But then everything just ends, and then it's just like, okay, you can look around the city, and that's dope. That's tight. That's super tight. As like, you know, a little project to show people like what Unreal Engine 5 can do. But it's like, I got it just by looking at the cutscenes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
I got the point there. I didn't need more than that.
the craziest thing about that, because I did try this out. The craziest thing is the very beginning, it looks real, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets closer, and then you start to look at it, you're like, wait, this is all graphics. What?
Well, yeah,
like
at first you notice it is live action for a second, and then it switches, and then like from that point forward, it's going back and forth between real and graphical and real and graphical, and it's almost to the point that like it starts merging, and you can't even tell by the time it's done.
Yep.
And you like actually starting to actually play. It is wild, dog.
Yeah, I will say this. I really do hope they make another Matrix game, because Enter the Matrix back in the day was fire.
It was fire.
Like
it was
on Xbox and PS2. It was a very, very good game. I hope that they do make a Matrix Awakens game in Unreal Engine 5 now, because dude, that car chase was insane.
Well, here's the deal too, though, is like I'm almost kind of hesitant. I do want that too. I really want a new Matrix game. But if you remember, the download for this game for a 10-minute tech demo was 25 gigs. Yeah. Imagine what any bigger is going to like a full like 40-hour 30 to 40-hour experience, like dog. It's gonna be it's gonna be so big.
Mark my words, at the end of this generation, games will be on average 150 to 200 gigabytes. I'm just saying.
I fucking hate it.
Like, just be ready for it.
I know.
It's gonna happen. That's why they're coming out with 2 terabyte expansion bays and 8 terabyte external hard drives and stuff. You know, it's gonna happen. It's unfortunate, but it's also really cool at the same time, because that just means we're gonna get so much more out of it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? Developers are wizards, and Halo Infinite only takes up a total of like 60 gigabytes between multiplayer and campaign.
That is true. That is very, very
true.
true.
And Halo Infinite is a very big game, you know, with a lot of content. So you never know. You never know.
Griff brings up what I mentioned at Game Awards when they first like showed the trailer for Matrix Awakens. Like, are we gonna get a return of the Matrix multiplayer? Because like I need that Matrix MMO back, dog. I don't know if you played any of that.
They did that.
It was so hype, dude. It was so hype. Oh, it was fun. You can create your own.
I want
Matrix,
another
dude.
SWTOR MMO, like an updated one.
Excuse me? Do you say
SWTOR? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Online.
I thought you said Swoltar.
Swoltar.
I was like,
Swoltar.
A dinosaur that's just fucking lifting. It's days o'clock, baby, and he's just lifting for like 30. It's like Parappa the Rapper, except you're like tapping his rhythm to like get him to like lift. You know what I mean? There's that part in like Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's tight. I need Swoltar.
I have to ask Griff a question.
What?
Just because we got in this debate. Okay. Griff, do you think Splinter Cell belongs in an open world space?
Oh, for fuck's sake. And
Griff, do you think if they do it, it'll feel similar to, i.e., Watch Dogs?
Listen, Griff, you don't have to answer this, but if you do, we're gonna keep it pushing. Just drop us in the chat. Just drop us in the chat.
This is just me wanting new Splinter Cell, but I don't think it belongs in that space.
Sure, I'm not going to commit any more time.
And I'm not trying to argue it. I'm just like, this is my personal feeling, and I'm just interested because I know Billy doesn't want it. I know Surreal just can't with me because I don't want it.
Listen, I'm not going to spend another fucking second of this show talking about that because we already spent an extra half an hour on it. So with that said, guys, we're going to move into the Gallows.
Griff's like, I don't know, man.
The Gallows is our headlining segment. Where today we're going over the Game Awards results talk a little bit about that. Devin, I have 2 links here because I was like, I'm not gonna fucking you know, I'm not gonna fucking just like type all that shit in if I don't have to. So first off, guys, we're gonna give you a quick rundown for anyone that did not watch Game Awards at all. We're gonna give you quick rundowns here of the winners of the main categories that we sort of like we're talking about. So actually, I'll probably just burn through them really fast. And then afterwards, we're gonna talk about some of the announcements that they did, the bigger announcements, and we're gonna talk a little bit about those. So first off, most anticipated game, Elden Ring, was the winner. Best esports team was CSGO. Esports game was League of Legends. Esports event was League of Legends World Championship 2021. Esports coach was Coma. Esports athlete was Simple. Content creator of the year was Dream. Best multiplayer game was It Takes Two. Best sim and strategy was Age of Empires 4. Best sports and racing sim was, or not sim, best sports and racing game was Forza Horizon 5, obviously. Best family game was It Takes Two. So I gotta click that, there we go. Best fighting game was Guilty Gear Strive. Surreal Sting and Xander in chat. Best, RPG was Tales of Arise. Best action adventure game was Metroid Dread. Best action game was Returnal. Innovation and accessibility was Forza Horizon 5. Best VR AR game was Resident Evil 4. Best community support was Final Fantasy 14 Online. Best mobile game was Genshin Impact, or as one would say, Genshin Impact. Did you see she was getting cooked online after that mispronunciation on live television? She was getting cooked on the internet, dog. That poor girl. Did you hear that they were doing a live stream? I heard she was doing a live stream with one Pake Trill, I think his name was, right? Right, Xander? Let me get it clear.
Oh my god. Can I just say I felt really bad for her because of how stiff she was. And then
yeah, she's probably nervous as fuck, seriously.
Yeah, and I felt really
Cage
bad
Pill.
for the head of studio for GTFO. I felt bad for him
dog,
too.
he was amazing. I mean, good for him though. Good for him though.
Yeah,
Xander,
no, good for him.
Xander says it was Cage Pill. It was Cage Pill. That's what his name was.
Cage Pill.
Best debut indie game was Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
I thought it was Hank Hill.
Oh, Xander, Devin figured it out. It's Hank Hill the whole time. Best indie game, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Best ongoing game, Final Fantasy 14 Online. Games for Impact was Life is Strange True Colors. Billy, give me back my purse. I don't know you. Oh my god, Griff! I can't believe Genshin won.
Hill.
The Marvel mobile game is ridiculously well done, so much better. I mean, yeah, I was not really surprised that Genshin won. We'll get into it in a second. Best performance, Maggie Robertson in Resident Evil Village as Lady Dimitrescu. Best audio design was Forza Horizon 5. Best score of music was Nier Replicant version 0.1.22474487139. I love reading that. This is so absurd. I love it.
I know, you're making a point. You're like the only person that actually reads it all the way off.
I love it.
Nobody else in the
Nobody does that.
does.
Nobody does that. I know. It's absurd. Best art direction was Deathloop. Best narrative was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Best game direction was Deathloop. And, of course, game of the year, It Takes Two.
Dude, talk about Ratchet and Clank not winning anything this year. I was kind of surprised.
Ratchet and Clank, Psychonauts got hella fucking ignored the entire time, dog.
I was surprised that those two got ignored, to tell you the truth.
It was fucking wild, man. Now, real quick, before we kind of get into some deeper conversation here, I'm going to go over some of the announcements that we got during Game Awards. So, first off, we got Sonic Frontiers, the open world Sonic game. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2 get debuts. See, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is going to be hitting in theaters on April 8th. Alan Wake 2 coming 2023. Let's fucking go. That shit
I'm actually
looks
really
so
hyped
hype
on that.
Oh my god. Next, let's see. Wonder Woman getting her own game. Oh my god, that looked dope. Mm-hmm. Star Wars Eclipse is a new game by Quantic Dream. We are going to be diving into that, Devin. I'll tell you that. Elden Ring makes a grand appearance. Of course, Elden Ring, just give it to us. Give it to us.
Mhm.
Among Us comes to VR, and that is going to be doesn't have a release date yet, but it will be compatible with PSVR, MetaQuest 2, and Valve Index.
MetaQuest.
Dune, Dune finally returns to the video game world. It is going to be it's called Dune Spice Wars, real-time 4X strategy game. It features playable factions and lots of spice. That's what it says. It's coming to PC and early access in 2022. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League makes a scene that was actually real fucking cool look.
Yeah. No, we're definitely gonna be playing that game. I know that.
So that comes sometime in 2022, and won't launch on past gen consoles. So you guys gotta get some PS5s and you know what I'm saying,
Series
and
consoles.
series consoles,
Or PC.
or PC. Is it gonna be a PC? We'll see. I'm sure it will be. Hellblade 2 gets a really dope cinematic gameplay trailer.
Yo.
And oh boy, when that game comes out.
You want to talk about Unreal Engine 5 showcase? This game is all in Unreal Engine 5, and it looks fantastic, dude. The way that this is gonna be a funny little callback. The water.
Look at the
Dude,
water.
No,
Look at the water.
no, did you see that water? Like when you saw the other characters running through it? Come on.
I can't take you seriously
can't say
anymore when you
good
say
water isn't a measure of graphics.
I can't. No, you're right. I just can't take you seriously anymore because after we joked about it, I came on. And Xander, I'm out.
What was that other game that came up and it did not look that great graphically, but I was like, the water.
Look at the water. It's so fucking funny. Anyways, Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga does not yet have a release date, but we will probably end up getting it soon. Horizon Forbidden West got a new trailer. Let's see, no release date on that one either.
It's coming out in holiday 2022.
A Plague Tale Requiem is coming to Switch somehow. That is going to be coming 2022 to PC and current gen consoles, including Nintendo Switch via the cloud, which is wild to think.
So
Wild.
I've tested the cloud stuff out. You can already play Control through the cloud on Switch, and you can also play Hitman 3 through the cloud as well on Switch.
Okay.
So it actually works really well. Of course, it's dependent on your internet connection. But you know, the new Switch OLED has Ethernet cable
It does.
on the dock now.
It does.
So I mean, you could obviously get that experience in the best way plugged into an Ethernet cable while docked on your TV. You know, but it won't be 4K.
Yeah, you could also just look up Hitman porn and just watch that on your phone. That's like about the equivalent of playing that on Switch. You know
What? For that, Splinter Cell does not belong in an open world.
Look at the water. Look at the water. Anyways, the Halo TV series made its debut. We got a really cool trailer. It was very quick, but it'll be streaming on Paramount Plus sometime in 2022. And then we got a big list here. I'm just going to burn through this stuff really fast. Last Ark, a new action MMO from Amazon Games, coming to Steam on February 11th. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is coming to PC via the Epic Games Store on December 16th. Let's go, PlayStation, getting it together. We got a fresh look at Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. Had some cool gameplay of the first mission in the main story. Slitterhead, a new horror game from the creator of Silent Hill, looked... I think that's the one. I think that's the one you said, look at the water, like as a joke, and the rest of the game looked real bad. It looks like ass. I'm so disappointed by this. We'll get into it. Nightingale is a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games. Nightingale looked dope. The long-delayed Lord of the Rings Gollum got a new trailer, but no release date. PUBG Battlegrounds is going free to play on January 12th. Haunting new trailer for Somerville was shown. That looked dope. Cuphead's The Delicious Last Course DLC comes on June 30th. Need Devin be playing that.
That's like a year away.
I know. Goddamn. Warhammer Vermintide 2 DLC, Warrior Priest, is out now. Let's see. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 is a third-person shooter coming to PC and current-gen consoles. That
That
looked
looks
dope.
dope.
That looks super dope. Tachia got a new trailer and a spring 2022 release window. I'm playing the fuck out of that with Garrick. Forspoken is coming out on May 24th. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Real quick.
Okay.
On Forspoken, this is one of the biggest things. This is a first-party Sony game, right?
Okay.
It said PC when it's right next to PS5.
Yes.
This is a big moment, guys. Sony has finally learned to put their first-party games on PC day one. Just finally.
Well, it's like I said before, man. Like once they released that logo for PlayStation PC, like I think they finally got to figure they're fucking figure it out now. Xbox forced them to do some shit. They forced them to do
and just to catch up on chat, Griff, Alan Wake does look fucking fantastic, and I would not be surprised if it gets Game of the Year because I'm pretty sure the first one got Game of the Year as well. Xander's out. He must have saw the water. And Billy, yeah, Final Fantasy VII next week. Yeah. I have to hold out for Christmas. I was told to. So, and also the New Forest does look good. They did not cover that at the Game Awards, but it does look really good.
Wildly. Let's see here. New trailer for Saints Row, third-person shooting and wacky costumes. We already got Saints Row covered a while back, though. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout doing a Nightmare Before Christmas skin and level design stuff. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands got a new story-centric trailer. That looked dope.
Stoked.
Doki V got a wild new trailer that featured characters doing a full-on dance routine. I'm still just like gravely uncomfortable with Doki V. I want to play it just because I have no fucking clue really like everything it's supposed to be because their ads for it have been weird. A new Genshin Impact trailer showed off characters in the game's new banner. Or sorry,
it's Genshin.
Are you sure? I thought it was. Never mind. I'm not gonna roll the punches on that joke. Steel Rising is a new steampunk action game coming in 2022. That looked dope.
That looks kind of cool.
Metal Hellsinger is basically Doom as a rhythm game with a metal soundtrack. Our boy Matt Heafy. Oh man, damn, it was good.
A lot of bands. I can't wait to see all the music that's actually in that game because I'm sure there's going to be some stuff we're familiar with. You know,
I mean, like my thing is like Doom's like orchestral producer, right? He I forget his name off the top of my head, but he extravagant music. I've always wanted to hear what metal vocals would sound like over the top of that stuff, and I feel like that's just essentially what this is going to be. Is to throw Randy Blythe on Doom music, and it's going to be fucking hype.
Go to Doom. I mean, not Doom. Go to YouTube, and there's tons of covers out there of really good vocalists doing their own lyrics over that music.
Yeah,
so
but they're not Randy Blythe.
Interested.
They're not Randy Blythe. You know what I mean? They're not Randy Blythe.
There's some. I know. The guy from Slaughter to Prevail did a vocal cover over it as well. So you should go watch that.
Griff, DMCA Strike the Shooter.
Pretty much. Dude, honestly, that is Guardians though. Like you can't stream Guardians without getting a DMCA strike.
DMC Strike the RPG.
yeah, pretty much.
I love it. Mobile game Rocket League Sideswipe is available right now. Star Trek Resurgence is a new choice-driven adventure game created by former Telltale Games developers. Rumbleverse, a new platform fighter a la Super Smash Bros. From Epic Games. Dying Light. The water. Dying Light 2, Stay Human, gets another trailer. Fortnite gets another trailer showing off Season 3's new features. The Vampire Masquerade Blood Hunt Battle Royale game got a new trailer. I'm so hype on that.
Yeah, I have that downloaded on Steam. I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I gotta give that a shot. Crossfire X gets a new trailer and a February 10th release date. That game looks hype. That game
comes out right before my birthday. That'll be day one Game Pass on console and PC. And to give everybody hope, Remedy, the makers of Alan Wake and Control, made that campaign as well.
Oh, nice. Very nice. That's gonna be hype. The full 1.0 release of GTFO is out right now and 25% off. Synced Off Planet got a new trailer showing off its sci-fi shooting. Arc Raiders, the debut game from Embark Studios, is a third-person sci-fi shooter. That's the one. That's the
Yo,
one.
so
Oh,
this is what I wanted to talk about. We already talked about the Matrix Awakens. If you want to try it out, you have to have a PS5 or Xbox Series X or S.
sure.
Free download. Go check it out. Arc Raiders, though, it is
Mm.
getting no love online.
I can't believe
it
it,
is
dog. I
being
can't believe it.
minusculely mentioned, and to me, that was the showpiece of the video game awards. Like straight up, it was the one of the best looking games out there. It had one of the best trailers. It looks like one of the best gameplay concepts, especially for multiplayer. And like just I was talking to you about this earlier or yesterday. Um, just the way that like the particle effects and the fire and like the physics of it, like it looks like a technical showpiece of a video game,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to get my hands on it.
It's going to be, oh my God. Oh, we're going to be diving into it in a second. But lastly, we have some of the pre-show announcements. This is a very quick one. Zelda-like game Tunic is coming on March 16th.
Looks
Cronin.
adorable.
Oh, you looked adorable. I mean, they've been talking about Tunic for a while now. Like I'm not surprised.
Like
we finally
5 years?
got the. Yeah, it's been a minute, dog. It's been a
Mhm.
fucking minute. Cronin is the next playable character announced for King of Fighters 15. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre getting a multiplayer adaptation. Homeworld 3.
Yo, that was hilarious.
You and I
So-
fucking died, dog. Okay, you want to explain it to chat? You want to explain it to the people at home?
So
Okay.
during E3, and specifically during the PC Gamer Show, they just kept busting in randomly with Homeworld 3, and then they would have some random person talk about it and not say who the person was. I mean, it's probably a developer, but they were like emphasizing this game so much, like it's going to be this great universe that you can explore and do all this stuff. And then it kept going Homeworld 3 like that, constantly.
Here's the deal too. It wasn't even just like one of the segments of E3, like one of the specific showcases. It was the entirety of E3. The entirety of E3 would just have a random segment of them advertising Homeworld 3 again. It was like 12 different fucking times. And me and Devin were like, oh my God, we get it. We fucking get it.
And then we saw it come up during this. It was funny because we were like, what? Why is this trailer kind of good? What is going on? And then it was like Homeworld 3. And we're like, what the fuck?
Damn it. It's when me and Devin got PTSD for a second. Like, shell shock. Dog. We were cracking up, and like Xander and Derek were just like, what the fuck is wrong with them? It was so fucking funny.
Dude,
Billy says, I low
straight
key
up 100% do want it. Not even
read for audio listeners, read out what he said.
Okay, so Billy in the chat, he goes, I low-key want 100% reboot of Anthem. He had so much love for that game, and it flopped so hard. Dude, I'm with you on that. Like 100. The gameplay of that game was fantastic, and it was a beautiful game. The end game content just fell short. And if it wasn't for that, it would have been fantastic. And I'm really upset that EA dropped it. I really EA fucking smashed our hopes and dreams, and I got the $80 edition of that game too. So I was pretty mad. And like, to tell you the truth, I'm starting to feel that way about Cyberpunk right now because we still haven't gotten that next gen update.
Just play the goddamn game. You don't need the issues that Cyberpunk has is not the same as the issues that Anthem has. All right, I'll tell you that. Play Cyberpunk. Play Cyberpunk.
No, the issues that Cyberpunk had were so much worse that they got removed from the PSN score.
No. I did not say had. I said has present tense. Okay, Cyberpunk does not have the same issues that Anthem had. Okay, it's a playable. It has more than 20 minutes of content. I promise you that. Jesus. And it's surreal. Yeah, man lost $80. Goddamn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't even play Anthem, but I wanted to. Just nobody else had played it by the time that was
really good up until you hit endgame. It was really fun. I played the whole game co-op with friends too.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
And
Anyways,
the synergy between all of the different suits you could use was awesome. But yeah, let's continue.
yeah. The Expanse getting a video game adaptation from Telltale. Babylon's Fall got a new trailer revealing its March 3rd release date, and it looked just as bad as it did at E3. I am very disappointed with how bad this game looked. Like visually speaking, like I don't know about the content, but it's like do you remember what the original trailer for Babylon's Fall looked like? It looked extravagant.
Nope.
It looked insane. And then like for whatever reason, since like their trailer at E3, it just looks like a fucking PSP game. I don't understand what the hell is going on over there. But Griff, EA is game studio killer, make this game on an engine not designed for it, without a team skilled in making this type of game or using tech. Sorry, this makes me salty. No, Griff, we get it, dude. Like the EA really is out here just doing the most. They're just really out here doing the fucking most, man. Next up, we have Chivalry 2 is getting new content, including a new map, weapon, and holiday event. Also, guys, let us know too. We've been talking about maybe playing some Chivalry 2 at some point. If you guys want us to play some Chivalry 2 for Splash Damage, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Because like it looked fun.
Yeah, I would love to play it. And also, we need to figure out how many people we can have on a team in Chivalry.
Because like if we could get some squad, if we could get full out battle, you know what I'm saying? Like let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Let's fucking go. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is coming this summer and getting a new amiibo. That's gonna sell out and get bought by bots like crazy. Thirsty Suitors is a narrative action adventure game from the developers behind Falcon Age, and we had no clue what the fuck this game was about the entire trailer. I still to this day, since Game Awards, have no fucking clue what Thirsty Suitors is about. To be honest with you, it looked wild. I had no fucking clue. Western action game Evil West got its first gameplay trailer. It's launching 2022. That was a wild one. Surreal says, "Okay, I'm gonna leave." Fun. Surreal says, I'm going to leave a tab open, but I need to give this dog a bath. Thank you, Surreal. We appreciate you.
No problem.
We appreciate you. You have a good time. We love you. You'd be good. Have a Nice Death is a 2D black and white action game starring the Grim Reaper that's coming to early access in March. God damn, I need this fucking game. Me and Garrick were so hype on this damn game because it looks like Hollow Knight and like Death's Door sort of like slammed together, and I'm 100% here for it. Indie game Planet of Lana got a trailer that focused on its original score. That also looked dope as shit. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a new fighting game coming out on March 17th. And that is it, ladies and ladies and thents and gents. We have it. Cool. So, first things first. We have just a few minutes left. Devin, give the people at home your top 3 most hype of anything that got shown to us at Game Awards. What's your top 3?
Arc Raiders, 100%. I need this in my life. I need it now.
Yep.
It looks amazing. It looks like War of the Worlds meets The Division.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's my take on it.
That's a good comparison. Yeah, I heard that you hate The Division though, so it's like
I never said I hated The Division. I never said that. I just said Splinter Cell doesn't need to be The Division because The Division is not a stealth game.
So you're saying that The Division's trash. I got you. Okay. I got you.
I love Ernell taking things out of context and creating conflict.
Just putting words in your mouth. Listen, I'm an Islander. We like to instigate, okay? Just let me instigate.
So obviously Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade coming to PC.
Yep, okay.
Because I have not finished that game. Griff just said, "Hey, I just realized we haven't gotten any news about Beyond Good and Evil 2. That game is dead." And Larry, I do not think The Division is trash. Fuck you.
No, Larry, you might have missed it. Well, also welcome, Larry. Welcome. You might have missed. We had a debate on whether or not Splinter Cell should be open world. We're not going to dive too much more into it at all because we spent a good half an hour debating
yes, and
it.
I say no.
Yeah, I'm big time stoked on it. He says he hates everything Ubisoft has ever made.
No, it's not even true. Oh my god, guys! I don't know why you side with him so much when he just spreads all these lies. Like he's trying to say Army of the Dead is good.
Army of the Dead was good. It was fun. All right,
it was not.
It wasn't. It wasn't very good.
Okay, but Forspoken also coming to PC, and
Mm.
they're with the I will say assumption, because it isn't officially announced yet,
Okay.
but with it being a first party Sony game and it coming to PC day one, it's I think that's a big deal. This is a step out for Sony, you know.
Okay.
That's why that's a hype thing for me, because this could have other implications with Horizon Forbidden West. That could be coming out on PC as well. Maybe that's why they didn't give a release date, because it's getting delayed to holiday 2022, because it's going to come out on PC
I
as
fucking
well
hate
now,
you.
instead of
I
just
fucking hate
PC,
you. I hate you so
PS5
much.
and
No.
PS4.
No, I refuse.
And you know, with God of War also coming to PC, we could see the next God of War or Ragnarok also coming to PC on day one. It's
in
just
2022,
it's
winter 2022. Yeah.
no in
Yeah.
in 2023 spring,
Yeah.
March
Winter
preferably
22.
is when
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
probably going to be.
Sure.
But I'm just saying, it's that's what I got out of that announcement, really, is the fact of all the other things that could be coming too.
Sure.
Which I think is really cool. And guys,
What's up?
the water.
The water. Oh yeah, look at that water. Look at that water.
All
We
right,
gotta be
continue,
hype
you
about the water.
shithead, making up lies about me.
Uh,
I have a max
Listen.
level motherfucker in Division 2.
Listen. I do too. Okay, I do too. And I actually like the Division 2. Unlike one,
Yeah, same
Devin,
here.
the 5-star man.
What the fuck?
See, my I live fuck you, Devin. I live my life one political campaign against Devin at a time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't do anything to deserve this, guys.
I wake up every morning with a picture of Devin's face on my headboard. You can't see it, but it's right there. It's right there. It's right over. It's right like here in the corner. Right. It's a picture of Devin's face, and it says, "It's."
You know what's sad, guys? You know what's sad? I've actually put in our welcome command to tell everybody they love Ernell, and this motherfucker just shits on me the whole time.
I gave you the nickname 5-star man. All right, I want to hear it. I gotta level the playing field a little bit, okay? All right, you beautiful ass piece of shit. I gotta humble your ass.
I won 3 games in Rubber Bandits last night.
Is that why? Oh, okay. Speaking of which, anyways, so my first most hype, Sydney Goodman looking like a snack. That was pretty hype.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Goddamn. No, Arc Raiders for sure was like my one that I was like, yo, this looks so sick. Especially with like, it's always good to get new IPs that like just look dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look dope, especially when we get new IPs that show gameplay right off the bat. Like we hardly ever get that these days, and they did it day one. Like I was super fucking stoked about how Arc Raiders looked, like front to back.
The
that
song
looked
they
dope.
used for the announcement too, that like 80s like synthwave bop.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. It sounds like a fucking intro to a Dayseeker song. Let's go. My second, I'd probably say Alan Wake 2. I thought that trailer for Alan Wake 2 looked just unbelievable, especially coming from, being someone that really enjoyed Alan Wake 1. I still need to beat Control, and I guess technically like it's not that big of a deal, but they're in the same universe, so it's like I still got to be.
No, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Trust me.
Okay.
Control is a big deal. Think of it as Alan Wake 1.5.
Okay. All right. I see you. So I'm gonna have to beat that too. we'll get there, y'all. We'll get there. Alan Wake 2 looked extravagant. I'd probably say my third one might be Hellblade. I think Hellblade Senua's Saga.
Yeah.
That look of the water, Devin. It looked. The fucking water, my boy. Even Billy in the chat trying to get a water chat, water command. I mean, we might have to do that.
Can we just like have the water command, and I just wish we could have an image of just like one of the characters in that trailer, the footstep through the through the water.
I'm gonna have to make a water emote. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna have to make a water emote for y'all. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, that Hellblade's water. Y'all are killing me in chat right now. Oh Jesus, Xander. Okay, I'm out. Hellblade looked really dope. As someone that like I said before, I haven't completely finished Hellblade. I still have maybe hour and a half left of that game. Maybe 2 hours I've left of that fucking game. I just never finished after the last time I had streamed it on my own personal channel, and so it's like I still got to beat that, but like just knowing what I know about the game, it just God man, I'm really excited for what that game is going to be. I'm really excited. I'll hold your blade. Jesus Christ. Sniping sis in the chat. Oh no. Like, what are the odds? What's up, Sniping sis? Welcome in. We're actually about to be finishing up here in a minute, but Devin,
Ernell.
Arc Raiders is like
Yes.
day one, right? That's gonna be some day one shit.
Absolutely.
Like, cause
Absolutely.
like that shit looked hype. Did you see all the birds? I mean, drones that they were flying around.
Yeah.
I'm returning the lovin's. Oh, we appreciate you, Sniping sis. We appreciate you, sis. You're always welcome here. You're always welcome.
Always.
Yeah, dog. This is a Wild Game Awards. Also, I want to mention too before we leave, thank you guys for everyone that attended our Game Awards live reactions. Seriously, you guys made it one of our most wonderful favorite experiences we've had this year. Thank you guys. Seriously, you guys were fucking stellar to hang out with. We know it was a long show. You know, it was long to kick it with, but you guys made it amazing. You guys made it fun. I mean, even when me and Devin did our live reactions to E3 earlier this year, we were big tired by the end, but everyone that we had in chat were like the reasons that we kept it pushing and kept doing it, because it was, you guys make it a fun time to do anything here. You guys really do. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Seriously. That said, Devin, do you have any final thoughts on Game Awards from the other day?
I'm just stoked to see what 2022 brings, honestly.
Let's
like
go.
we're still in the beginning stages of this next gen, and I'm really stoked to see how we move forward from here. You know,
That's true. Hi, Lydia. We're gonna freak out. Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Xander in the chat says Lydia's watching. What's happening, Lydia? Hope you're doing good. You better be listening to your dad. You gotta listen to your dad.
Yeah.
All right.
Scare him with some more fake spiders for me.
Don't do that. Don't do
No, please do that.
Oh, Lydia, did you hear that Devin hates the Division 2? Anyways, our schedule for next week.
I do not hate the Division 2.
Our schedule
Don't
for
make me
next
cuss in
week.
front of Lydia.
Tuesday, we have another episode of the Good Kraken podcast. We're going to be doing our 2022 gaming predictions, what we're going to be expecting and predicting for next year in the video games industry. It's going to be a real fun episode. It's going to be fun. Wednesday, we're bringing back OceanShrine's Story Time. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I'm going to be putting out a pulled tweet and pulled stories and stuff. Find me at OceanShrine, all social media platforms. I'm trying to figure out if on Wednesday I should be streaming one of 3 different options that is going to be continuing Uncharted 2 and the rest of the Uncharted series as we move forward through OceanShrine Story Time. Doing I believe it was Hellblade, finishing Hellblade, or 3 Horizon Zero Dawn, because I never beat that game. See, she was not expecting that. Good, let's go. So once I put that poll up, you guys please vote on that. We appreciate you. I just want to see what you guys are wanting from doing that. OceanShrine Story Time is my backlog of narrative driven games that I have not completed yet, that I want to see, that are beloved narrative games. I want to see what you guys want to see us play. So Thursday, we are recording the Shipwreck Show live for our patrons. Again, if you want to see that live on Thursday night, join patreon.com/goodkrakenshow. Hit them with the link, Devin. Get on with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll be recording that live. That is only going to be live on for our patrons with a private link for a YouTube stream that will be on there. So please check that out. Friday, we are not doing any content because we have to be up real late to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking get it. We're going to see that next Friday night. And then following that, Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we will be doing a Spider-Man No Way Home spoiler-free review.
Spooderman. Xander, you're seeing Spooderman that day too, right?
He is seeing it on Friday. Yeah, he's seeing it earlier. We're going to be the last ones to see it. Garrick is seeing it on Thursday. Xander, I believe, seen it on Friday earlier in the day, and then we're seeing it at like 10:30 on Friday.
Yeah, you know what though? We get to see it at our theater.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we fucking do. Let's fucking go.
It'll be great.
It's gonna be so good.
Xander, are you joining us for that review?
Oh, that's a good question, Xander. Yeah, if you want to join us for that review, let us know, baby. Let's go, guys. Please let us know what games you were most hyped for in seeing at the Game Awards, and who you thought Game of the Year should have been. Comment that down below. Send it to us on Twitter. Tell us in chat, all that good stuff. Because we love to hear from you guys. In the meantime, y'all, this has been the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoy the show, you can head on over to patreon.com/GoodKrakenShow, where you can submit questions and topics to the show. You can get exclusive post-show content, and you have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the 7 seas. Yarg, baby, let's go. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We're not doing a post show today because we argued for 30 minutes here, and Devin hates the Division 2. But until next time, my friends, be good
Division 2.
to each other.